Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Tune in, man. We need your eyes and your ears. Jump on this live Monday night edition. Last week of football, regular season. Tell a friend and tell a friend and tell a friend. Join in.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
It's cold outside.
We inside doing the Pizzard cast, Humble Hustler podcast, Monday night.
It's cold outside.
Waiting for y'all to tune in so we can tune in. Let's be on the same frequency.
We can't.
I know we can't. I know he got his lot of stored on his sleeve.
Yeah, we can't.
He can't wait to get it out.
We ain't on the same frequency. One of us up and one of us down. One of us up and one of us down. Look at the gear. Y'all figure it out. Who up, who down? Better yet, one of us in, the other one out. Who in, who out? Come in, come in, come in. Tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. Because we got to figure this shit out. Who in and who out?
I must say.
Man, listen. Oh, that's nephew. That's nephew. How are you?
I must say.
I was going to say, man, listen. This for my line right here. My line. 5:30, 6:30 Monday night. Don't call my phone. I'm doing a podcast. Because if you calling my phone, then that means you ain't watching the podcast. Y'all kill me with that. I was saying, one of us in and one of us out. One of us won and one of us lost. I was saying, one of us in and one of us out. One of us won and one of us lost. One of us up and one of us died. Let y'all figure out. But bring some more people in so we can all figure this shit out together. We can huddle up like the Ravens.
I'm going to let this thing on.
Ain't no choice. He ain't let me do it. No, I'm gonna let me do it. Lamar Jackson let me do it. Derrick Henry let me do it. Isaiah Likely let me do it. Mark Andrews let me do it. Zay Flowers let me do it. They're the ones who let me do this. And he had nothing to do with it. He was not on that field in Pittsburgh. Matter of fact, the biggest one that let me do it, y'all know how y'all do that shit down the stage. Come on. Let's do that shit together.
Get your thing on. My man, get this thing on.
Listen. Come on. Let's all do it together. 1, 2, 3.
Hey,
listen.
You're a first round goner.
I text my man. He sound like Jay-Z. Hey, boy, oh my goodness, yo. On my downfall. Listen, we got 2 games, Denver, Super Bowl. It's going to be a Super Bowl rematch. Us in Seattle. Don't praying on my downfall. It's like Jay-Z, man, praying on my downfall. Yo want me to be sitting on the couch with him. He don't want to cheer for me. He want me to sit on the couch with him.
Not going to cheer for no Denver Broncos.
He don't want to be happy with me.
Not going to do it.
He want me to be sad with him. Not going to happen. Not going to happen.
I'm not actually sad for real because I know we won't.
I know because you're not a real fan. You just go up and down with them. Like when they win, you with them. When they lose, you're not with them. So I know you're not sad.
I mean, who loves a loser?
Now, if you
everybody with somebody when they win.
Well, then you should.
If you're not a loser, then you're in the wrong.
I should not hear no more about Lamar then.
No, Lamar's good.
Lamar ain't won nothing but an MVP.
Yeah,
This a team sport.
It wasn't him.
This a team.
It wasn't him.
This a team sport. It's a team sport.
So if it was a team sport, then you know it wasn't him.
All right,
he did his job as a team. He did his job as a team, and the person that did his part didn't do his part. So if it's a team sport, you can't have it both ways.
All season y'all been talking about Lamar this, Lamar that, Lamar this, Lamar. Listen, it's just like the CEO. It's just like a boss. When you're on your own, the motherfucking buck stops with you. When y'all win, and when y'all got big profits, you get all the credit. And when you lose, and the company going down, you're getting the blame. Same thing with the quarterback.
I take that. I mean, I ain't got nothing to say.
Man, what's your homeboy name, man? Sent this scarf up here to me, man.
Turner Bay.
Turner Bay. Mile high salute. You know they do that for real in Denver. Yeah. We do that for real. Mile high salute. Appreciate the scarf.
I was gonna take the scarf and do so,
Listen.
But I went on and gave it to him.
Yeah, he was gonna do that with this scarf, but guess what? He found better scarves, Raven scarves. That's really doo-doo.
Like my tail with that shit.
It already had doo-doo on it, so why not put more doo-doo on it?
How y'all feeling out there on this Monday night? Weekend was kind of shady, kind of shaky, but we was ups and downs. I can't complain. We went out. I got accepted. I'm just glad I'm not looped today, because if I was looped, he having a badder day than we are. Even though we had him Baltimore on his shoulders, he let us down. You're rookie, but that's going to give you one. I said this one key thing though, and I want y'all to remember this.
Remember what he's telling y'all, yo.
If your friend or somebody you mess with make a mistake, don't throw him away, because he couldn't be the one to save you in the long run. So what happens is Justin Tucker caught a charge and Baltimore threw him away.
And he had more than one charge. He did a Deshaun Watson.
And
he had a bunch of them.
He don't never cut me off though. Remember that, y'all. But anyway, they never throws him away. They throw him away. When they throw him away, Justin Tucker wouldn't have missed that. You got to get your people back no matter what, right or wrong, until things get better. Remember that.
If he say so, I don't know if Justin Tucker would have hit that, because if y'all can recall that last season that he had before y'all nipped him, he wasn't doing so well. And then we found out at the end of the season why he wasn't doing so well, because everybody was so surprised that he wasn't doing so well. And we found out he was doing the Deshaun Watson. Yeah. He was going in the massage parlor.
There's nobody perfect.
We're not saying nobody perfect, but what I'm saying is we're not sure that he would have hit that either, because that was the real reason why y'all let his ass go, because he had a fucked up season that last season.
No, he didn't.
And yes, he did. He wasn't nowhere near what he was. Look at his stats for the last season. Pull the phone out. We do it every time, bro. The man was 90%. He was nowhere near 90% that last season. And we found out at the end of the season why. He had them charges that was coming.
Know, the Raven fans all know that Justin Tucker was automatic.
Yeah.
In the game situation, game closing situation, we win the game, Justin Tucker was automatic.
He was automatic to that last season when he had all them charges on his
mind anyway,
going through the season. Right here, I don't want to talk about
like
that.
We said.
Right.
I wish y'all luck when y'all journeys down there.
No, you don't. We don't want your luck. Keep your luck.
Yeah.
Keep hating on us. That's what motivates us.
I want y'all to go down there and fall off the Denver cliff.
No, right. You want to?
That's what I want y'all to do.
You want to hate on us.
I want y'all to go up to the Twin Peak Mountain in Denver and fall off.
That's what happened. It's a lot of that going on in our city. If it ain't about me, fuck that. That's what's going on. So, you know what I mean? Because because they ain't winning. He probably saying, fuck football. I don't even like football no more. I see, because he been doing that all season. Every time something don't go right, man, I don't bleed purple no more. I ain't been doing it no more.
I still bleed black and purple.
Yeah, you probably bleed black, but I don't know about the purple.
But
you might.
But it never be orange.
You might.
It never be orange.
You might, because you know what? Bruised blood is black and purple.
What's up, cuz?
What's up, cuz?
I know you talking shit because you got your 49ers in there, my man.
That's right.
My man out of VA, you got your 49ers in there.
Mile high salute.
So you talking shit.
You should. You deserve it. Matter of fact, y'all coach is a candidate for Coach of the Year. It's one of his best coaching jobs. Mike Shanahan. Y'all had a bunch of injuries out there, and y'all took it all the way to the last week of the season, playing for that number one motherfucking seed. So you know what? Salute. He don't know how I feel right now, but salute. Let's go 49ers. See, I ain't no hater. Let's go 49ers.
You're a super hater.
You ain't
a hater. You're a super hater.
I hope to see you in the Super Bowl, because we owe you something too. Yeah, we owe you, Yeah, 55-10 when y'all had Montana and Rice. Yeah, y'all spiked us one year in the Super Bowl. And we owe y'all too, Seattle. Yeah. So either one of y'all, matter of fact, we want San Francisco. We're going to beat y'all at home. How about that?
Yeah.
We're going to beat y'all at home. And if it's Super Bowl, us in San Francisco, we're inviting you up from VA. Come on up. Watch that L with us. Watch that L with us, yeah. But it's a lot of love in the community for the Broncos. I don't care what you'll say.
Broncos, stop it, man. Stop
Broncos shit, man. You know what I mean?
I mean, you rocking it. You rocking it. Pull the rocket.
And there we go. You know what I mean? I was trying to get the helicopter to turn it upside down to show how y'all crash. But you caught me. You told me to put it back. But what you think about the weekend though, football wise, the last week of football, man? It was a pretty good games on, man.
This week was very interesting though.
Yeah.
Everything had great implications. So
yeah.
I mean, I'm sad myself that my team went down.
But they set that up.
But
right,
a whole bunch of teams went down. So there's a lot of different cities sad today.
Yeah.
There was a lot of firing today. Yeah. But unfortunately we didn't get our coach fired.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of firing today.
Yeah, they got Atlanta coach got fired. Raheem Morris.
Raiders coach got fired.
Kevin Stefanski, Cleveland coach got fired.
Pete Carroll.
And Pete Carroll with the Raiders, he got fired.
Well, he should have got he was 78, 75.
He should never even got the job.
He too old anyway. He should
have never got the job anyway. But Pete Carroll, good dude though, but he just ain't had nothing to work with out there with the Raiders.
They ain't give him nothing but a stadium.
So
now that's a pretty stadium because I've been there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's
a pretty stadium.
It looked like a spaceship in the desert when you riding up the highway.
Yes, it
does. If you've never been, man, treat yourself.
It's a lovely stadium.
Treat yourself. It looked like a spaceship in the desert. All black glass. Yeah.
I was hoping to travel to one of the hot playoff games. I don't know if I'm really happy about that now, or do I still want to go as a football fan? I'm still undecided. But I know I'm not going to go to a cold weather game. That ain't going to happen.
Yeah.
Are you going to a cold weather Denver game?
I would. Yes, sir.
I'm not asking you would.
Yes, sir.
Are you going?
Yes, sir. You ain't going you only going to warm weather game.
Yeah, I'm a warm weather player.
Yeah, you're a warm. You that's what you is. You're a fair weather fan.
Yeah, but I ain't crazy enough to be sitting out there in 4 degrees with no shirt on.
Oh no, I ain't doing
with a logo on my chest talking about let's go.
Don't nobody do that but the caveman anyway though.
Yeah, but so I'm definitely not a caveman.
Yeah,
so that's not gonna happen.
Them people from the Caucasus Mountains, they the ones doing that. You normally don't see us out there. You know what I mean? Bad chest with our team logo on is under 4 degree weather talking about let's go Broncos. Nah, I ain't got us doing that much. But yeah, I sit up mile high in the cold and watch a playoff game.
I'm not gonna do it.
You know what I mean?
I'm glad because one thing about Denver, it might have 3 different seasons in one day.
Yeah.
It might be summer, fall, and winter all in one day. It might rain, it might be sunny, and it snow at night.
Yeah. But call me Bruce Willis. Y'all know his movie. He had a couple of them.
Die Hard.
Die Hard.
Die
Hard Bronco fan.
1 and 2 and 3.
Die Hard Bronco fan. Die Hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Before we go, we like to thank everybody for their eyes and their ears for tuning in and sharing your most valuable commodity, your time. You could be anywhere, doing anything, sharing and interacting with anybody, but you choose to be here with us. And we really appreciate it. Mile high salute for that. Get a people peace sign for that, man, for tuning in, man. Listen, y'all can find us on all social media platforms. We on Instagram. We on TikTok. We on Facebook. And we on YouTube. We live on TikTok and Facebook every Monday, 5:30 to 6:30. We great start adding the 12 o'clock show on Wednesdays. So starting this Wednesday, 12 noon, we live on TikTok. We live on Facebook. Everything dropped. The whole clip dropped on YouTube on Thursdays and Tuesday nights. So if you miss us on Monday at 5:30 to 6:30, or you miss us on a new show Wednesday, 12 noon, check out our YouTube channel. All the full clips dropped on there.
Live from Humble Hustle headquarters.
Live from Humble Hustle. Man, tell me what you got going on.
Well, you know me.
You got the clothing line going on. You got the flared leg pants. You know what I mean? You stepping out with the female gear now, man. What else you got going on? Tell me what you got going on, Humble Hustler, man. Because it all started with my guy, Humble Hustler. You know what I mean? I just pitched, you know what I mean? Pitched my train on his track, and we in motion. So tell me what Humble Hustler got going on, man.
Well, you know, me and my man Big O, we sit back and we brainstorm about a lot of things, and I brought this Humble Hustler idea to him, and he jumped on it and ran with it. And now we at stage we at. For now, we got the second book coming out. Humble Hustler Part 2 is coming out at the end of this month or the middle of this month. We also have the clothing line. We have our website up this month for sure.
There we go.
We also have all the formats that we in, and we are trying to expand. And we're also going to have our podcast done in the Humble Hustler Warehouse.
See, it's all about growth and elevation.
So once we go to the warehouse, then we'll be looking to invite people to the warehouse.
Yeah. Now listen, I know y'all probably sound like, well, what's the warehouse? Well, I know, you know what I mean, y'all, but you know, y'all, when you see somebody doing something, man, you ain't got to hate on it, man. You can take a page out that book, put your little twist to it, and come out with something real successful. So, you know, Jim Jones got the warehouse up there in New York. They're doing the podcast, him, Dave East, Fabo, and Mano, they doing the podcast, but they got a warehouse, and they got a bunch of different things, sections. They got the barber shop, then they got the clothing line with the little store you can go in there and go shopping. So sort of kind of stole the idea from Jim Jones and them up top. So we can ready set the scene up in the warehouse for the podcast.
I just want to give a special thanks to my man Beagle.
Yeah.
My man World.
Yes, sir.
Because World is the entrepreneur behind the scene.
Yes, sir.
You know, he like, what Russell Simmons?
Yes, sir.
Peace and good night.
Yeah, peace and good night.
But he's the man behind the scene that nobody really sees. But I also got to tip my hat to him because he do a lot of things behind the scene to make Humble Hustlers be who they really are.
No, you don't know what it is. This is what you gotta tell him. See, now that you gotta get to him in the language that he understand. He got motion. Yeah, and he don't mind sharing the motion with us. But he got motion. Shout out to my man Beagle World for that motion, man. Appreciate that, man. We great to take off. Like the Houston Rockets.
I hope you pay attention, World, because I'm getting you flowers now while you're living.
Yeah, yes, sir. We want you to smell them.
You heard?
Right now. Tuffy Jr., we on your back,
we
Tuffy
on your
Jr.
back. We need you to get in that warehouse with us.
We on your back, Tuffy Jr. We need you to come down, you know what I mean? Put us on the map, man. Talk to your manager, man. We need to link up again. Next to Blow.
And those of you that claim y'all pinochle champions, chess champions, all the domino champions, Stu Dog, and the rest of the fellas, we for the next month, we're gonna be down there getting it together. But we also got a couple of chairs and tables down there in case you want to slide in and get your head knocked off and a few other things.
Yeah, chess, checkers, domino, pinochle, spades. And if you got a couple of hours, pity pat.
We might play a little tonk for a couple of hours.
If you got a couple of hours, tonk, pity pat, deuces, wow. Yeah, but you know what I mean? We're going to have a little game room section and all that down there, man. It's going to be a hangout, invite only. You know what I mean?
Invite only.
Listen, coming soon. And again, shout out to my man World. Man, you put that together, man. That was a big move, man. Glad for your motion and glad you sharing the motion.
Let's make our dream come true.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Like the Houston Rockets, man.
As a man thinketh, so shall it be.
Yes, sir. The engines just turned on, man. We ready for this shit to take off, man. You know how they do, man. Not no Elon Musk shit. Some real nigga shit. You heard me. I don't want him to bring out the more signs. My bad. Some real brother shit.
Yeah.
He get ready to walk the waters on me, man. I don't want to walk the waters.
Keep that N-word to yourself.
Yeah, I don't want to walk the waters on me. I don't want to walk the waters on me. But you know, old habits are hard to break. You know what I mean? Trying to break them. But
where my man KP at? He say he gonna come down to the warehouse tomorrow.
KP?
He got invited for tomorrow.
Yeah, EOE, education over everyone. But you know what I mean? Tomorrow he might be in Bible study. Might be in Bible study.
Tomorrow Tuesday.
Yeah.
How many of y'all remember Madonna Mall? Charlie Rudo's.
Who don't remember Madame and Mark Charlie Ritos, man? You know if you belong, man.
Charlie Ritos. How many of y'all been in there and got a Charlie Ritos bag?
Yeah. Matter of fact, they was the bags we used to have inside our net bags when we was going to school. We had the Charlie Rito bag with our books in it inside the net bag. You know.
Y'all don't remember.
Y'all don't know nothing about that. Y'all don't know nothing about no coaching shorts and the net bag, coaching pants. Y'all, listen. I take you back. No, I take you back before Yvonne Lendos. Since he got on Adidas, how about these? The Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's with Kareem face on the tongue. Yeah.
I don't remember them.
Yeah, how you don't remember them? They light blue and white. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar Adidas had Kareem. You probably wasn't outside then.
I probably was locked up.
You probably wasn't outside then.
Probably was locked up.
But we wasn't even at the age of being locked up then. That's before locked up age. That's before go away age. We talking about 12, 13, 11. You know what I mean? Then we talk about mama come get us weekend type shit.
Well, then I don't know nothing about them because I couldn't afford to know.
I said you wasn't outside.
I was outside, but I couldn't afford it.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay.
So ain't no sense in me looking at no tennis shoes.
Yeah.
Because you wore whatever your mother bought you.
Yeah, I got blessed. We was just talking about cousin and uncle, 77 corners, you know what I mean, doing them. That's how I made out.
A lot of them don't remember 77 corners.
I know. But you know if you know 77 corners.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Fremont Holland has 7 corners.
Now, I was great to give y'all hints. I was great to say Mr. Cecil Barbershop. I was great to say Pee Wee Candy Store on the corner by the alley.
Romano's.
This was before Mon. That was before Mono's. That was Jumbo's then.
That might be a little.
That was Jumbo's then. That was Jumbo's when we was kids.
Check Cash and Place?
Yeah, the Check Cash and Place. That was right there on the corner. Matter of fact, it wasn't a Check Cash and Place. That was a credit union.
A credit union.
That was a credit union. You got to have footprints to know about that. Yeah, probably the only thing people remember down there now is the House of Leaves, the Chinese joint.
It's still there.
And the one thing about it, it's always been red.
What about the Chinese store where they sold the food with chicken in the box?
Yeah. Well, I take you back far with that, man. That's where across from the House of Leaves when they had Frank Harper's store.
Yeah, I remember going.
I
remember going to get candy.
Frank Harper's store.
Frank Harper's store.
Yeah. Matter of fact, they had the pharmacy on the corner.
Yeah.
On the same side. Then you come down, you had Frank Harper. Then you had the House of Lee. Yeah. And then when you go down the corner, you had Jumbo's. Then when you cross Dolphin Street, was the credit union.
Okay.
Was the credit union.
Oh, he hip.
Yeah. Born and raised. And if you had balls and you walked 2 blocks down, you took your clothes to Dorchester Cleaners. Everybody couldn't go down behind 851. You know if you know.
Yeah, 900 block of Fremont. You right.
Bro. Everybody couldn't go down Dorchester's Cleaners because they had a barbershop down there too. And you either knew somebody from the projects or had to be from the projects to go down Dorchester's Cleaners. Yeah.
So I went down there because I had D's. And I wasn't from down there.
Yeah, you knew somebody too.
I knew these.
Yeah, you did that, but you knew somebody too. Lay down.
I knew these.
Yeah, you knew somebody too. Lay down, man. We just talk about that.
Yeah.
Is it ever a time where, real dude gotta be validated? You remember we had that, we talked about that in the group one time. And there's those small instances where you had to have it though. You know what I mean?
But even if you knew somebody back then, you still had to.
Yeah, you still had to do that.
You still had to be a man.
Matter of fact, that's usually why they vouch for you.
Right.
Because either you could do that, or you ain't had no problem doing that, even if you ain't win.
Because you don't win all the fights, but as long as you fought.
Yeah, you might. I know Miss Toby told you the same thing Mama told me. When you go get ass, you take ass. Yeah. So basically what she was telling you ain't gonna win them all, but make sure you show up for the fight.
Yeah, don't run.
Yeah, Mama don't raise no pump.
Yeah, fight it out.
Yeah, fight it out.
And that's the lesson that these YBs have to have today.
Yeah, the young brothers, the young boys.
Not the YNs, the YBs gotta have. We used to fight it out, and guess what? Tomorrow we be back on the court together playing basketball.
Matter of fact,
we don't run and get the gun and gun everything down after we lost a fight.
Matter of fact, the dude that gave you your best fight, y'all usually turned out to be your what?
Best friend.
You know why? Because he knew wherever he went, you was gonna go just like he went. Yeah. How about that?
So when when we fought yesterday, The mall, we came out the mall. What's up? What's up? All right, it's over. Let's play basketball. Let's go. But it wasn't no, I'm going to put that gun on him tomorrow when I see him. I'm going to shoot up his house, hit his mother. All that. There was none of that.
Matter of fact, in our day, very few people it was guns. But very few people our age had guns. That's why the ones who had guns stood out. Like that boy Clark, everybody had guns. So if you do Clark, you didn't have a gun, you had to be careful when you beat with him. You know what I mean? I remember your shot at dude about $1 on the basketball court.
It really wasn't about $1. It's about him putting his hands on me. Yeah, the argument was about $1.
Okay.
But when you put your hands on me, it turned to something else.
All right, okay. Y'all had big balls.
We can argue all day long. But
y'all had big balls then.
Yeah, we can argue all day long. But when you put your hand on me, then that's when you went to another level.
Right. So you took it to another level.
And so I took it to another level. But I don't glorify that story. That story is over.
No, wait.
So I'm a changed man now. You know what I mean? I try to talk my way out of everything now.
Yeah. Now the one thing we don't do is you might hear us recant, recall, or even discuss an incident of violence, but we don't glorify that. We don't glorify violence. We don't glorify advantage taking of people. We don't glorify. In fact, for the most part, none of the stuff that we was involved in when we was younger do we glorify. As we matured in age, but we still discuss it because it made us who we are.
And we actually talking about violence today because that's one of our topic coming up in the second half is violence. So we easing our way into the conversation of violence.
Yeah.
Not doing violence, but celebrating the decrease of violence.
Yeah. And just trying to figure out, who's responsible for it, because it's a big debate. Well, since he brought it up, we might as well get into it now.
Right.
It's a bit, you had to be living under a rock not to know that in 2025 we had a 30% decrease in homicides and a significant decrease in major crimes overall. In fact, this is the lowest homicide rate that we had in the last 50 years. And I can't remember the last time we had under 200 homicides for a year.
200, but it usually be 3.
We had under 200.
I know, but it usually be 300 every year.
So one of the things that the mayor campaigned on was that he was going to reduce the homicide rate incrementally each year. And initially when he started off, he wasn't hitting the mark. But he instituted a number of different crime violence intervention
groups,
programs, groups, techniques, and it seems to be working. However, what made us think of techniques, and it seems to be working. However, what made us think about this particular topic and to talk about it today is that this, along with the celebration of the decrease in crime overall, and specifically the 30% decrease in homicide rates, it's a larger conversation about who's responsible for it. Is it the mayor? Is it Brandon Scott with the different, with his innovative and creative approach to crime fighting? Or is it Ivan Bates, the state's attorney?
Or is it they let a lot of men out of prison and then they're starting to take back over the streets and getting the respects of the youth? Just my opinion.
I mean, we asking y'all.
I'm asking your opinion.
What y'all think it is?
Me, I was saying that since they scaled back and started letting a lot of lifers and a lot of regular guys on the street that have influence on the younger groups, and the younger group have respect for kind of older groups, I think that played a significant part. Also, I'm not taking away from the mayor, and I'm not taking away from Ivan Bates. They also help, and I'm not taking away from the police. But we have a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of things to make a chain, make a bicycle move, moving parts.
Yeah, because the chain got a whole bunch of parts in it.
So I think it's collectively, I think that a lot of this is playing a part. I don't want to take nothing from nobody and give more to somebody and not giving everybody their flowers. But however, we just glad it's down to 130 something murders.
Yeah, we definitely happy about that. But the I guess you could say the oxymoron of it all is that I know for me, it don't feel like crime down. Do it feel like crime down to you? I mean, do it feel like it? I mean, we know what the statistics say, but do it feel like it, like in everyday life to you, that crime is down?
Yeah, because I mean, I feel like crime is down to me because one time I was in the crime and I couldn't see the crime, and now I'm on the outside of the crime and I can see the crime. It's like
Right,
if you can see what I'm saying. Like now I'm watching in, and I'm like, before I was watching, I was like, damn, we had 300 murders. Now I'm watching in like it's not that many murders like that no more.
Right, but it just don't. I mean, I know the stats say that crime overall is down, but it just don't feel like that in everyday life to me. You know what I mean? Maybe it might be the environments that I'm in, and maybe it might be the company that I'm keeping. You know what I mean? But it just don't.
I mean,
I'm still hearing every day
people get robbed.
Somebody got robbed. Somebody got shot. You know what I mean? Every other day somebody died. When I ride to the store, it's 9 police cars on one corner.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So I'm saying like in everyday life.
And if you look at it in that essence, I can see that.
Right. So what I'm saying, like, even though I hear what they saying, that the numbers is down. You know what I mean? I hear that they say that crime is down overall, but just as and again, that's why I attribute to I attribute it to with the places that I frequent, the environments that I be in, the communities that I be in, and maybe it might be the work that I'm trying to do. That, you know what I mean, we can't do the work that we try to do unless we, you know what I mean, unless we in the mud. You know what I mean? We gotta be
in the mud.
Yeah, we gotta be in the mud. You know what I mean? So kind of like what they say with the Christians, in the world but not of the world. Yeah. So we in the mud but not of the mud because that's what we trying to reach.
Because there's a lot of people in the mud that need a hand to get out the mud.
Right. That's what. So you gotta go to the mud to reach them.
So if we sitting on the cliff,
right, we can't help them out the cliff. Right. So maybe that's why the stats are down, but it don't seem like the stats are down. You know, as we travel to and fro through the city. You know, I still wake up every morning. You know, of course, I'm thankful for him opening my eyes, but I still ask him to put a legion of angels around me to protect me from all hurt, harm, and danger, seen and unseen. You know what I mean? So,
we definitely know that being in the trenches every day.
Yeah.
That maybe a number might come up.
Yeah, and you ain't got to be doing that.
But we willing to take the chance to go in the trenches to try to help the next man.
Yeah, it's worth the risk. Not only that, shit, we still got shit that we got to even out. And the only way that we gonna even out, we gotta go for the big wins. You know what I mean? The big wins gonna even them scales out for us. So at our last day of judgment, you know what I mean, to make it a difficult choice of decision for. I understand. I already know your paradise is on, your paradise is here. You're not sure what's gonna happen there, but you do believe in the law. You know it's a judgment day. You're gonna read your book.
Yes, I do.
And whether you do anything with it or not, what he do with it after that, we all gonna have judgment day where he gonna read our deeds, our good and our bad deeds. And he basically gonna give us a grade on our life.
So where do your grades stand? Right. So
right. This our test. Life is our test. And we'll find out our grade, judgment day when we stand before Allah. And he opened up the book of remembrance. And he talk about your good on the right and your bad on the left. And it's our goal, because we're not perfect, we born in sin and shaped in iniquity, we're not perfect beings. It's our goal that our right outweigh our left.
And I think a lot of times that the crime situation out there it was like, to me, it'd be like a lot of lack of respect. Not the robberies, maybe the homicides, because everything is really done on the respect factor. So a lot of lack of respect brings a lot of problems. So I think if you respect a man's space, and when I say man, I'm talking about man and one man, not just man. So that way, if you have respect for somebody's space, you won't have that problem. Even
not
though
likely. Not likely.
Yeah, not likely.
Not likely that.
Yeah, let me give you an example.
Got some fools out there.
Let me give you an example.
Yeah, give us some examples, yo.
I'm going to a club, come out the club, and go in somebody else's neighborhood, jump out the car and go in their store, like I own their hood. That's a lack of respect.
Okay.
And so when the people look at you jump out, now who do you think he is? Even though you have the right to go to that store.
Right.
But we looking at respect. Why not wait till you get to your side to go to the store? Is that important? Are you going to that store because you flexing on the people that's at the store?
Now, you might got some herb, you need some blunts, you try to smoke on the way home.
And that's how people look at it. I mean, people looking at it like, damn, who these guys flexing on us, trying to jump out and flex on us like that?
Yeah. Yeah, they be out there thinking crazy shit like that.
Yeah, because their mind really be playing tricks on them.
Yeah, ghetto boys, your mind playing tricks on you.
They jump out the jewel swinging. They jump out, car, jewel fresh. They going up and this man ain't got a crumb. You flexing on me.
But am I really flexing?
No, but in his mind, you flexing.
Yeah, in his mind. Yeah.
But in your mind,
I'm just going
to get a blunt and you ain't really paying attention or being common sense of what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
But then when something happens to you, you get robbed, shot, or killed. Well, you shouldn't have never been there. I mean, it can happen to anybody, though.
Yeah.
Not doing anything.
Right.
But if you got to be more conscious of what you're doing.
Yeah.
That's like jumping out the car, leave your key in the car, and go in the store. Expect your car to be there when you get back. It might be there, but it might not be there.
I do that back home. I ain't doing that over no East Baltimore. I ain't going over East Baltimore, stop front of the store, jump out the car, double park, leave my car running, go to the store, or run to the chase. Hell no. I'm not doing that. But if I'm on the avenue, press my emotion, hell yeah, I'm jump out there running the store.
I'm not doing it nowhere. I lock my car. I'm jumping out, lock it, click, click, and then I'm leaving. Because ain't no telling what a person might be thinking. On any given day, they might decide, man, oh damn, that's a free car, a free ride. I'm gonna just jump in the car.
Yeah.
So, as a man thinking, so shall it be. I always say. How you doing, Nettie? I agree with you about respect, cousin. However, sometimes people you trust turn on you too.
You ain't never lied.
You never lied about that because that happens all the time. Because people are already thinking that they don't even have to respect you as a person because you got something they want and you won't give it to them.
No, and usually most shit that happens to you happens to somebody close to the vest.
Right.
Because nobody else is going to be able to access you at a vulnerable point like a person close to the vest would. So that's why most of the time when shit happens, it's somebody close to you.
75%.
Because anybody else, they arm lengths away. So they're not even going to be, you're not even going to be accessible to them for their plan or their plot when you're at a state of vulnerability because they're not going to know what it is. That's why it'll always be somebody close to the vest. Or indirectly, somebody close to the vest because they know your vulnerabilities.
75% of home invasions are somebody close to you.
Shit, it might be more than that, but
80% of the murders, somebody close to you.
Yeah.
80% of the robberies, somebody close to you.
Yeah.
Burglaries, somebody close to you.
Yeah.
It ain't no random person doing these crimes. It'd be a person that know you.
Yeah.
Or you thought knows you.
Or you thought you knew them.
Or you thought you knew them.
And they actually wasn't the person that you thought that they was. And you find out at the wrong time. Like,
so when something happened to you, you gotta look within your circle first.
Yep. Absolutely.
And then go without your circle. Because 9 times out of 10, somebody in your circle started within your circle.
It started in your circle.
Hate festered somewhere in that circle.
It started in your circle. even if what was done wasn't done by somebody in your circle, it still was initiated and started
by
in
somebody.
your circle. And it could be a number of reasons why. Jealousy, you know what I mean?
The number one cause.
Yeah, you got something and they want it.
Number
And
two.
the crazy part, no, well, that's jealousy. You got something and they want it. They jealous of it. They jealous, you know what I mean? And the crazy part about it, like, for me, you know what I mean? If my friend, my homie got something and I want it, I look at it as competition and motivation for me to go get it. Not competition, not motivation for me, you know, to scheme and scam on how I'm going to get what they got. It's competition and motivation for me to figure out a plan and a way for me to get it on my own.
Most people that you look out for don't want what you give them. They want what you have.
Who said that?
Mo.
What, Big Head Mo?
No, Mo Hammer.
Oh, nephew.
Yeah.
Shout out, nephew. Absolutely. I agree with you 100%.
And Twan say we were speaking facts.
Who that's Twan Travis?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, appreciate that, man. Really appreciate you guys tuning in and supporting us. But go ahead, Big Home.
And so that's why I say, man, if we could get away from hatred and turn hatred into congratulations,
yeah,
then we'll get further in life than we are now. Because if you make it, I make it.
Yep.
If you fail, I fail.
Yep.
So this is the mindset that we got to start instituting it within ourselves, so we can try to help each other.
Yeah.
I tell O all the time, right, that with our curriculum and our plan, we got the right curriculum and plan, so we think.
Right.
But all the people that's in, they don't reach out to help us. They shun us because they don't want to see us bring upon our curriculum because they're scared their curriculum may fall. Instead of our curriculum making your curriculum stronger and we growing bigger, they don't want us to come together. That's
our whole mission: connection, collaboration, and support. And a lot of times, for us, you know what I mean, when we meeting and running into other people, they trying to figure out a way how they could utilize us in their program, but not include our program in their program. And to be quite honest with you, we did met some people that got their foot in the door, and they told us, you know what I mean, they were gonna help us get our foot in the door. But guess what they did? They had one foot in the door. All they did was just put their other foot in the door. They closed it behind it. They closed it behind them.
They walked in and did like this. Boom.
Yeah, and closed it behind them. But guess what? We still chugging along. Still got motion. Still got goals and dreams. And we still gonna make this shit happen. You gonna look up, fuck around, see us on. You gonna see us on TV like, yo, I can't believe them dudes did that. Yeah, we gonna do it. And it's an R word. We got a new word for this year. Last year, our focus and emphasis was on priorities, putting things in place, letting our priorities dictate our agenda, and letting our agenda dictate our actions. So this year, we putting the emphasis on resilience. Like, ain't nothing gonna stop us. Nothing's gonna turn us around, and we're not going back to what we used to be.
And no don't mean no.
Right.
Because you can tell us no all you want, but we're still coming.
No, because check this out. N-O is the second and the third letters in the word another. So every time somebody tell me no, that N-O in another, I take that N-O and I put it in another. A-N-O-T-H-E-R. So every time I hear no, that I really hear another opportunity just somewhere else.
And my man Lamont said, what's up, morning? Envy and greed is the greatest motivation known to man.
Yep.
You right about that, Jones, baby?
Yep. Envy and greed. Envy and greed. You know what I mean? But what happens is when you have a healthy level of self-esteem and you have that emotional intelligence, it's not envy or greed. It becomes competition. It becomes like a friendly competition between friends. You know what I mean? You got it? Okay. Well, let me figure out how I can get it.
Right.
Without trying to take what you got. But let me figure out how I can get it so we could be twin. Twin. Not one of us have it. Not you have it, me take it from you. But me be motivated by you having what you got, and we be twins. So instead of us having one pickup F-150, we got two pickup F-150s.
And get the job done
twice as fast. And to get twice as many jobs done. That's what we talking about. Collaboration, connection, and support, man. And what happens is people don't concentrate on that. They trying to figure out
your success is my motivation.
Right.
Because if you can do it,
I can do it.
I can do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you fail, I'm gonna try to find a way to help you make it.
There we go.
So I might be the missing piece.
Yep. And that's why you're never supposed to keep your dreams, ideas, and thoughts to yourself. Because the more you share them, the more you increase the opportunity of running across that last piece that gets you across the finish line. Let me try that again. That is the exact reason why you're supposed to share your dreams, ideas, and thoughts with other people. Because you don't know who is going to be that last piece of the puzzle, excuse me, for you to take you from A to B. And so that's why you're supposed to share them. But in sharing your thoughts, ideas, you got to be careful who you're sharing with. You got to be discriminating.
It's all about motion.
It got to be a select group of people that's like-minded. That's like-minded. Priorities set the agenda. Agenda set the action. So when you have a community of people like that, we all got motion, even though our motion might be in different directions. And your motion might be just what I need for me to take off.
And let's come to the round table. Let's sit down and talk about it. Like I used to tell my man, KP, Cal, I used to say, come on out that house, man, because the pie ain't going to fall out the sky. You can't make nothing happen just sitting in the house moping. You got to get out and make it happen.
Yeah.
You can't just sit around and hope something going to happen. How? You got to put in some kind of motion to make motion happen.
Yeah.
Slow motion is better than no motion.
Well, they say, yeah, slow motion is better than no motion at all, because no motion means you dead. The only people that don't have problems and bills is bums and dead people. It's bums and dead people. No, we're not accepting no invites to co-host. If y'all weird out there, I let the dude do that one time, I ain't like him. So unless I know you, I ain't letting you in. Just limit your eyes and your ears. You can shoot a comment up there. I'll respond to your comment, but we ain't doing the Bob Barker, the Price is Right co-hosting no more. We ain't doing that no more. Yeah, but like my man said, slow motion is better than no motion at all. Matter of fact, the laws of motion say that a body at rest stays at rest, and a body in motion stays in motion. So that motion don't always have to be fast and quick. It could be slow. Matter of fact, if you know the story about the turtle and the hare, you want to be the turtle. You don't want to start off fast. You want to end the race. You want to be in the race. You want to be there in the end. So you don't want to be the turtle.
That's why I'm the first thing.
You want to be the turtle.
That's why I'm the first thing up every morning at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, because I went to bed broken. I should have never went to sleep.
Right. Should have never even went to sleep.
I should have never went to sleep, so I get up 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, mind churning, how I can make myself
trying to
figure out a way. While everybody else sleep,
yeah,
my mind is twirling.
Yeah. Matter of fact, chomp on that. If you broke, you shouldn't be. Matter of fact, if you broke, you shouldn't even have no bed in your house. Because you ain't doing no sleeping.
It gives you motivation.
You ain't doing no sleeping. If you ain't out trying to make it happen, you pacing the floors in the house trying to figure out how to make it happen when you go out there.
So y'all getting it confused. Moping is not motivation.
No.
So if you're in the house moping, you're not motioning.
No. You in the house, you walking the floor. You trying to figure out a way to make it happen, because it ain't happened yet. And if you in the house and you broke, You better be in there trying to figure out when I leave out that door, how I'm gonna make it happen, so that I won't stay broke.
What's up, Bilal? Homie, I show you much love, but you never. But man in them is talking bull. I don't know. What you say, Bilal? Homie, I show you much love, but your man's in them is taking bullshit. Is talking bullshit. I don't know what you're talking about, but all right.
Who that, Bilal Jones?
Yeah.
Oh.
You talking
about what you big on? That's Moose cousin.
I know, but unless you talking about these Denver Broncos.
Oh, that's what he talking about. That guy be what he talking about. When we was talking sports, he just came in late. Because now we ain't even talking sports. We talking about something serious. So I know he can't be saying that what I'm saying now is some bullshit. Yeah. You know what I mean?
I take it that you talking about the Broncos.
Yeah, but anyway, salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But I'm just saying,
shout out to you. And Bilal, prayer is better than sleep. How about that?
You better believe it. You better believe it. But that's like I say, moping is not motivation.
Right.
Moping is grounding you to be just what you are. Nothing.
Right.
Put the moping to the side, get a little emotion, start your motivation.
Yeah. But it starts with your priorities. Put your priorities in order. Because if you put your priorities, man, get a piece of paper and you can write them down.
And say enough is enough.
Once you put your priorities in order, that's basically going to give you like a structure for a plan on what you got to get done. And all you got to do is fill in the structure, the steps on what you got to do to make it happen. But it starts with setting your priorities first. And a lot of times, you know how you have a friend where it seems like everything, they start everything, but they finish nothing. And when they start everything, it seems like it's going to be successful, but it never pan out for them.
You know the funniest thing?
Their priorities not in order.
The funniest thing is people get in their mindset that they don't want to work for certain people because they're only paying a certain amount of money.
Mm-hmm.
But my thing to that is, you ain't getting no money. So $1 is better than $9. So if you start working for somebody and learn the trades and get your own business and stop telling yourself that you're not working for that money, you got to work for something, because if you ain't working for something, you ain't getting nothing.
Yeah.
I'm the man who made $13 a month in prison. You think I won't take $75 a day, $100 a day?
Well, I mean, I was making a little more. I think we was like, what, 1880?
I was making $13 a month.
I think we made 1880.
I had to budget my $13 a month. I used $7 for the phone, $2 for soap, deodorant, and the rest I left off the land.
Yeah, but that's why I don't be complaining though. As long as my bills paid, I don't do no complaining. Well, one, ain't nobody listening to no grown man complain. That's number one. And then you ain't get no solutions complaining because you burning a bunch of energy and effort on something that's not effective or positive. So the energy and effort that I put into complaining, I can actually put into resolving or getting me from where I'm at to where I need to go. So that's why I don't do no complaining. But aside from that, you know what I mean, when I wasn't making good choices and decisions, and the state of Maryland had to consequent me in the old jail for 10 years. At the age of 16, I was living off $18.80 a month. $18.80 a month.
I got a raise from $13 a month to $30, and you would have thought I was the happiest person in the world.
Yeah.
$30 a month.
You know the crazy part about, I got a story.
Not a day, a month.
No, I got a story about that though. I was making $18.80 a month on sanitation. Matter of fact, in sanitation.
That's what I'm saying.
And in the old jail, they had something called SUI, State Use Industries. And basically what they did was, it was basically slavery, because what they would do is they were fulfilling state contracts for like desks and clothing, for different items. So just like desks, like the desks that go in the state office buildings. So they would get the SUI industries in the old jail would get a contract from the state of Maryland. So the state of Maryland is running the prisons, and then the state of Maryland has a contract for they need desks for the state officers. They would get a contract to the SUI industries, right? And when you was an SUI, you made more money. You made like $35, $40 a month. So you practically doubled the 1880 that everybody else got on sanitation by being an SUI shop. I was telling, I had an old head homeboy, I was telling him, shout out to my man Marvin. Old head Marvin, man. Marvin really put my boots on tight when I went in the old jail, man. He put me on in some shit that was a solid foundation that I still use to this motherfucking day, today. But one of the things he told me, he was like, don't never work in the kitchen. He said, get off that sanitation and definitely don't go in SUI. He said, all that shit is slavery. He was like, what you do is take your ass up to that school, and this is something that he told me that right now today that I'm still living off of as a result of listening to his advice. He said, take your ass to that school and stay in school. And when it ain't no school, volunteer in school. And he said the major benefit of that is that everything that you get, all the hard work, energy, and effort that you put into it, it's going to be to your benefit because it was my education. I wasn't cleaning the prison floors. I wasn't working in the prison kitchen. I wasn't fulfilling a prison contract for the state. So everything that I got in school was my education. It benefited me. And on top of that, you got 5 extra days for being in school than you did in any other industry when you was locked up. And as a result of that, I got my GED, I got my AA, I got my bachelor's degree. And that's actually how I got out sooner on the time that I had than what I would have got, than I would have did had I not been in school. And on top of that, that's how I got my first state job when I came home. I started working for the Department of Social Service, and they was looking to increase their role of African American males with the Department of Social Service. So they was taking African American males with a 4-year degree, despite what the degree was in. Of course, you had to go to the interview and interview well, and I did. And that's how I got my first state job. And working with the state, that's how I actually got the skill to be a Medicaid consultant, to actually be a boss today. So shout out to my man Marvin. And matter of fact, let me give myself a hug for having the ability to listen to my man Marvin when he gave me that. Thank you, pat me on my back.
Kudos.
Yeah, give me my kudos, because like my man said last week, you can lead a horse to the water, but you can't what?
Make him drink.
Right. So he could have gave all that information that he gave me that was good, that I'm living off of right now. It still took me to internalize it, utilize it, and implement it in my everyday life in order for it to really be effective. And so for that, I want to thank myself, along with shouting out my man Old Head Marv for putting me on, yeah.
And I also want to say that in the federal system, they had the same kind of setup like that, but it was called Unicorn. As y'all know, they've been in the feds. It's called Unicorn. Unicorn was a slave factory, the same way this was. You made all the contracts for everybody, and you made about $60, $70 a month, and that's how we survived. But I never worked a day in my life in Unicorn. Yeah, I'm lying. I worked at Unicorn 3 days before I got them to put me out. But I realized that it was slave labor, and if I was going to do slave labor in prison, I could have did slave labor in the street.
Yeah.
And so I said my concept was, if I wasn't going to work in the street, I wasn't going to work in prison.
Right.
So I built myself up mentally, like he did, studying more science, things of that nature, things that elevate my mind, soul, and body.
Yeah.
And that way, I can lead myself mentally to do better.
Yeah. One of the things that I can recall when I wrote the judge for a modification of sentence, it's a line that I put there, man. I'll never forget it. It was like, I told the judge that although the nature of my charges would never change, when a man is faced with a condition that was as harsh as the conditions that we were faced with in prison, and it's not something that you want to continue to do, then you create a metamorphosis in yourself. A metamorphosis is a change. A metamorphosis is like where the moth goes through before they become that beautiful butterfly. When they go in that cocoon and then they come out as the beautiful butterfly with all those vibrant and beautiful colors. So the glass half empty or the glass half full, I look at my 10 years as the glass half full. because that basically was the cocoon for me to create that metamorphosis, to go from the old me that ain't had no sense at all, no sense of direction, and at times easily influenced depending upon who the person was, to the person that I am now with a healthy level of esteem, an independent thinker, and start staying firm on what I believe. And that doesn't mean that I'm not receptive to new information. If you got some information that's better than the information I got, then surely bring it on. I want it, but I'm definitely going to research it and develop it, because that's one of the response. Well, information has three duties. We got to keep it pure, we got to research and develop it, and then we got to pass it on, because it's not ours. It's the community's. It's not ours. We're just the conduit for the information for the community. And that's basically how we got to where we are now, doing the podcast. Podcast 1, Monday, 5:30 to 6:30. Can we add another podcast on Wednesdays, 12 noon for the lunchtime? Basically, he and I didn't go to Doug, proper grammar. He and I, he and I, we are conduits of information. And the information that we have is not ours. It's for us to disperse amongst the community. And this is just one of the channels that we're utilizing to disperse what little, if we don't know it all.
Actually, we're trying to learn some more.
Right, and we're not always right. But what we're trying to do is, not what we're trying to do, what we are doing is being intentional about what information that we know is factual, communicating it with the community. And hopefully, most of the times when you hear people talking, they trying to motivate, support, collab, connect with people, they say, if I could just save or help one person, that's too low for me. I want to save or help far more than just one person.
And I want to build a team of leaders so we can make something happen for the next generation.
Yeah, so
when we die, we will have a legacy to live on.
Because your legacy don't always have to be monetary and assets. People like Malcolm X, Martin Luther King, Marcus Garvey, they left a legacy. Man, Marcus Garvey, man, died poor. He died poor. I'm talking about beyond poor. He died poor. You know what I mean? But he was about his people. And he left a legacy. Because to this day, you know what I mean, any conscious man, they know about Marcus Garvey. They know about him. You know what I mean? Tell him, I don't think
that's another Monday. I don't want to tell about the great prophet Noble Drew Ali.
Oh, all right. You must have read my mind.
Birthday January.
Yeah, you read my mind. You read my mind, because that was great. I was like, man,
for those of y'all out there doing research, look up Prophet Noble Drew Ali. Great man.
Yeah.
He's born January 8th, 1886 in the state of North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
His birthday is coming up.
Right.
When we come back, I want you to have a fact or something about Prophet Noble Drew Ali that you studied to see the uplifting fall of humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's the one that inspired me and gave me inspiration to try to help my brother, man.
Right.
Because universal knowledge is the key to success.
Yeah,
Not just one knowledge, universal knowledge.
Universal knowledge.
World 360 degrees of knowledge.
Right.
See, our religion teaches just a sector of knowledge, but we need to know 360 degrees of knowledge so we can see the whole scope.
The whole cipher.
And because if you don't see the whole plan or the whole scope, how would you know if it's true or not? He said, don't investigate, don't take what I say, investigate
Right.
the prophet.
Right.
And I bear witness that everything he said came into fruition, meaning came to light.
Okay.
I just want to say, man, that I want to thank y'all again, because we got 5 minutes before countdown.
Yeah.
But I want to thank y'all again for, man, giving us your eyes and your ears.
Yeah.
And I also say, man, take finance to uplift the nation.
Yes, sir.
So what we're trying to do, we need finance to uplift the nation. So help support us. We ain't asking for nothing. We're giving you something. We're giving you sweatsuits. We're giving you books. We're giving you a place to hang out. We're trying to build a nation, but we can't build it on our own. So when you see these, These Humble Hustle symbols or sweatsuits. Support the Humble Hustle gear. Sweatpants. I know a few people put in orders. I know I haven't gotten to them. It's not intentionally. I'm just waiting for the order to come in. Humble Hustler sweatsuits. Humble Hustle sweatsuits. Official.
Yeah, we got the sweatsuit game. We still got the Humble Hustler book, part 1. We got part 2 coming out by the end of the month. Jamal, we gonna catch up with you Wednesday, man. We discuss with you, man. You know, you done graduated from Howard, you know what I mean? You're a director and everything. You know how to get behind that camera, man. We try and bring part 1 to life in a movie, man. But we'll catch up with you, Jamal, man. Shout out to my man, Jamal Jordan. Somebody we met just in networking. Just in networking. You know what I mean? And he might be a valuable card or component. And that's going from where we at to where we want to be. You know what I mean? So again, shout out to my man Jamal Jordan, man. I'm happy we met you. Real shit. Happy we met you. You know what I mean? But yeah, Humble Hustler sweatsuits, Humble Hustler books. Man, my man got Humble Hustler 5 sticks.
Humble Hustler 5 sticks. I forgot to tell y'all about the 5
Humble
sticks.
Hustler 5 sticks get everything, man.
Every channel you want. If you want to see something in China, I can even get you in China.
Get you in China.
You want to read Arabic, I can get it in Arabic.
You know what I mean? For all the Muslim brothers that want to watch the movie in Arabic.
Or you just want to hear Arabic all day.
You can hear Arabic all day.
You know you want to recite? If you want to recite Arabic, recite Arabic.
Recite Arabic all day.
If you want to hear Christianity, it's
like we got Christianity. You know.
Humble Hustle 5 stick. Get one.
Yeah, yes, sir. Now listen, man. You know we coming down, but listen. Those who fail to plan to fail. Plan your work and work your plan. Proper planning prevents poor performances, man. And remember the emphasis for this year is resilience. Resilience. We not giving up. We not giving up. Whatever we have in our mind to accomplish, we're gonna make it happen. Because a body at rest stays at rest, and a body in motion stays in motion. So slow motion is better than no motion at all. Every day we taking a small step, an increment towards our goal, and that's actually the plan. And what you need to do is sit down, write it down on paper, make it plain, make the vision plain. Write it down on paper, write it down like steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. And as you accomplish them, scratch them off. But the word for this year, the emphasis for this year is resilience. We're going to keep moving, one step at a time. And with that, we out. Give them the peace sign, Clark Bay.
Humble Hustlers in the house. Y'all have a nice night.
Turn it, babe. Thanks again.
Shout
Keep
out.
me warm.
Sadness to the Ravens fans. But
Keep me warm.
We still got hope.
And before we go, we're going to do it one more time like we down the bike. Leave.